This is Dent Digest, the podcast dedicated to all things painless dent repair. From the latest techniques to cutting-edge tools, we dive into engaging discussions with renowned dent repair experts. Buckle up for industry success stories, tool reviews, and valuable insights from individuals who have mastered the art of eliminating dents without a trace. And now here's your hosts, dent repair gurus Ryan Shutt and Alex Kukulis.
What is going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Dent Digest live show. What's up, Manny?
Not much.
What's going on, Alex? How are you? I'm sorry.
Good.
We got to apologize. We got to apologize.
He gave me his hat at MTE, so I had to wear it.
We have failed you for the last three weeks here, and we're definitely sorry. We have had some stuff going on. I ended up getting sick. Back from MTE. I don't think it was anything from MTE. My kid had pneumonia before I left, so and then I flew to San Antonio, and then
You did an expel thing, right?
I did. It did. And I'll be honest with you, I talked to Kevin Bird the other day, and it was probably one of the best conferences I've ever been to.
Really?
And I was trying to explain this to Tom Poland. He called me the other day, and can you guys hear us okay? Just tell me yes or no. It was very different. It was a lot of people sharing true secrets, a lot of people even playing field. Like I met a guy, spending a ton with Expel every month, and he was just open book, dude. Like
Really?
crazy. Like their education day, their breakout sessions was very different than MTE. And it was, they would do their kind of speaking and talk about what they were talking about, but then there would be people that would stand up, or even people in the seats that would add to that. Like really, really add to the conversation. And it was so good.
So
they spent like $2.5 million on this event.
Wow.
It was so well put together. It was, hey, the bus is picking you up at 7. They would rent out these big nightclubs and have them fully catered, open bar, DJ all night. You just drink and eat all you want all night long.
Wow.
It was great. It was a great time. And
so was there any egos with PPF guys?
Zero, bro.
No?
That's why it was so different for me.
Wow.
Like
That's
I
weird.
took away a lot from that event. And you know what I really liked, and this sounds crazy, is I was like a sleeper cell in there, right? Like
Yeah.
nobody knew me. It was great. I could just navigate through there, get what I want out of it, and just vanish into the crowd. It was really, really nice. Met some really, really good guys, some really good like-minded people. I was the only dent company there. So,
Wow.
some people are like, dent, asking questions. And, but yeah, it was freaking awesome. They had some really, really good speakers, some really good motivational speakers. But it was great. It was a really, really good event. We were fortunate enough to come home with an award. It was kind of a national award for Ceramic Coating Dealer of the Year. It was cool.
So you basically sold.
Cool. We sold enough product. Or Expel has ways of doing their grading. So I don't know all the things. But it was cool. It was cool to get recognized, and it gives me some goals to look forward to and try to go after. So it was a really good event. It was freaking awesome. So
That is cool, man.
my rep does a really good job getting everybody in his area together.
Yeah.
They have competitions and stuff too, so that was fun to watch.
Like PPF, like
Yeah, PPF and tint.
Wow.
Like the guy that I met that's from Leonardtown, Maryland, which is like Southern Maryland, Cadence. I mean, he took second in the world for window tint.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty intense.
Do you know him personally?
I met him this trip.
This trip?
So he's part of my reps group. So we all kind of hooked together and just kind of hung out. It was great. It was a great, it was really well done, man. I mean, it really was.
That's awesome. It had to have been weird because like you go to MTs, you meet some dent guys you see online, and they got an ego where they don't even talk to you. You know what I mean?
He is it's very different.
To say that, I would not expect that.
I said it to Kevin Bird when I talked to him. I said, I think there's some things that MT could take from this.
Yeah.
That could really, really do well. But man, let me tell you, it was crazy. Like even just the classes, you know, basic Google classes or basic, you know, how to retain employees and grow your business with new employees, just stuff like that.
Wow.
So it was exciting. It was a great
How many
event.
days was it?
We flew out Wednesday, so it was Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and come home Sunday.
Okay.
So it was good. I took Mikey with me. You know, he kind of started that whole film end of the business and helped me get to where we are. So I felt like he needed to be rewarded a little bit because he took that chance.
He's a good dude.
And he retained a lot of it too. So, you know, we met some pretty cool guys, hung out with some guys from Buffalo. They've got a pretty big operation up there. And one of the guys is part of that Buffalo team, has a shop in Orlando. So he's like, oh, I went to MTE. He's like, I think I remember you like sitting there and like doing a podcast or so. He must have seen me and you doing our podcast there. So,
oh, nice.
But it was a good event. So, but I do want to go over some tools since we haven't been on since MTE because I can't get rid of this MTE cough. So, you know.
It hit me late, dude. I got that cough and fever over the weekend.
Yeah, we've had a run through here. My kid had pneumonia, then I got sick, and then my wife got pneumonia really bad. So it's going around, man. You know.
Dang.
But I'll run through a couple of these tools that I got.
What's your first one?
I only brought 4. Yeah, I brought
1.
4. So this yellow cold glue from Sergio, different than all the other stuff that we have. And you know me, I'm a big cold glue guy.
Yep.
Just physically yellow, super, super sticky. Doesn't
cool.
leave.
It comes in a little container.
Yeah, a little silicone holder. So it's pretty cool. I bought the whole set. So they have a set with red, blue, and green, and I really bought it for these containers.
Is the blue still like the heavy duty color?
Yeah.
I love his
blue. This is different. It doesn't leave any residue. So it's worked really well. I'm pretty happy with it. I'm glad I bought it. And this is the type of stuff sometimes you don't know if it's going to go away and not be able to get it or whatever.
Yeah. Did you buy his new cold glue side hammer? No. That cold snaps, it's hard to get away from.
It is.
What's up, Vince?
The other thing I bought was the Excalibur Teddy's Tapper Trio. So I'm an old Dent Wizard guy.
Oh yeah.
We didn't have knockdowns. We used a master tool and pushed them down. That's why all the Dent Wizard guys got this big arm, and all your younger guys have weak arms. So, it's this knockdown set, and this is one of the first knockdown sets that I had of these mini screwdrivers. You know, they're all different diameters. Super cool little set. So when I got there, I had a conversation with him about these. You know, we kind of reminisced. old Dent Wizard stuff. And
Mm-hmm.
when I got to MT, he's like, I got something for you. So, he brought it over and was like, check this out. So it was a cool grab. A lot of people didn't know about it. The funny thing is we talked about it on the show and he sold every set he had.
Yep. I want right after we finished our show, I went and bought them.
It's
that reminded me, I went there to buy those and saw these 2 hand tools that he had. And one's a triple bend, one's like a straight with a 45 screw on tips. And I was like, man, that's perfect for like higher up on bedsides.
Yeah.
Because it's like a 3/8 and his handle's awesome. Like if you're in the bed looking down.
Yeah.
I left it in my truck though. I immediately grabbed it and bought it. But it was like $79, dude. His tools are pretty.
They're great. He's got some good. He's got a badass new hood stand coming out.
I don't have many Excalibur tools, and when I was in that booth, I was like, I gotta leave, or I'm gonna spend a lot of money.
He's still the hood and deck set's probably the best thing ever, man. And I got Josh hooked on him, and he now bought the powers that I have. He bought them at MTE, so he's like, man, I love these things. I'm like, I told you. So next one on the hit list is the VIP Star Series pushing tips, the gold nuts from Peter.
Have you used them?
I've been using his gold. Well, they weren't gold.
Have you been opened?
I haven't used these.
No.
I haven't been pushing that much, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
things have been a bit crazy at the shop, and but I have his regular ones that I've used since he had them out. Oh, my other really favorite tool to show is my duck tab.
Yeah, I got a couple.
Super excited about that, but the little gold balls, man.
What do you like what's different about that than the one I have, that silver one?
Not much. He refined it. They're a little tighter pattern on here. And I think the finish, but I think a lot of it's the tighter pattern of the spikes.
Okay.
I like using them on big damage. Just starting, kind of getting in there, kind of trying to shrink it up the best you can shrink it up.
I use the little one on tailgates all the time. Because you can get it through the top of the holes,
Yeah. They're great. Useful tool.
You got to be careful with that tool. You can't just go crazy.
No. But you're gonna make a mess.
But it works. It works really good.
So my favorite tool from MT that I pulled is this little guy.
The magnetic handle.
The Dent Slayer magnetic handle. And it comes in a set of these 3. So it's got this little J hook.
Okay.
Right? It's got this upper brace tool. And then his like mini Slayer. And then what I had already in my arsenal is a mini rat tail. And I just took the handle off of it.
And you could use that new handle?
I'm going to tell you, yes. As long as it has a mini hub, it'll work.
Okay.
Let me tell you how freaking good these are. We've been dealing with some pretty smoked hail cars. Upper doors, after you have the glass out of them, you have the holes. Bro, this tool, these are freaking awesome.
It's like the original, like, Dent Slayer tool.
Still ratchets, but it's a magnet, right? Like, and I was worried about it. I was worried about it coming off. Like you're pulling up in that upper brace.
Yeah.
It doesn't come off. Probably going to go down. I'm going to say it. James, you got to let Matt know because I know he doesn't watch that much, but it's probably going to go in my book for 2025 Tools of the Year.
Dang.
Because these, I've used the shit out of them. They're the perfect size. And I truly love, if I could make every one of my hub handles feel like this handle, done.
So that's it.
It's small, handle, right? It fits in your hand really nice. Let me see if I can make this big and really, like, this handle just fits so nicely in my hand.
That's good right there.
Right? Like, and here's a little rat tail.
So you could like put your thumb on the front part when you're working.
Yeah. I mean, you could easily, well, I'm right-handed, but yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, this
Wow,
is
that's
freaking
cool.
awesome. This is freaking
I didn't
awesome.
see that at the show.
It was $269, I think, for 3, and I already had the rat tail. So
For the whole set with the handle?
for the 3 and the handle, yeah.
That's a good price, man.
Bro, it was fantastic. It was
Wow.
it was the best purchase MT that I've had.
That's a good buy.
You know, it's
I wish
such a
I
good
saw
tool to where I work out on my truck. I have a set of tools in my truck, and then I have a set of tools in the shop.
You're gonna buy an
And
extra set.
No, I have a little bag, right? Like a
Uh-huh.
little like husky bag with the handle that flips over and it's just like open. And I have my hood and deck set stuff in there, and these just stay in there because I go back and forth with them. But damn,
Wow.
these are, if you're not buying these,
I'm gonna have to buy those. I wonder how much they are tonight. Like if I were
the
to buy
same
them after the
price,
show. Same price?
$269, I think.
I'm gonna buy those tonight.
They're freaking, it's fantastic. You know, and I actually sold a couple of these at MTE, mini rat tail.
The rat tails.
If you're doing quarter panels on pilots or CRVs, or I think I just did
Well,
something
Toyotas
else,
have.
Hyundais, you pull that trim off,
Mhm.
bro, this pushes so freaking nice just getting that body line up, right?
Nice.
Like just working that body line, soft push. Are you going to finish it with this? Probably
No.
not. But getting the bulk of it up cleanly, these are fantastic. But this set, dude, this set right here, kick ass. James, make sure you tell him. Freaking fantastic.
I'm gonna buy those tonight, man.
So, Mighty Mouse is what this is. I'm sorry, I don't know all the names.
Mighty Mouse. That's what he's saying right here. James is
Yeah.
calling it the Might Mouse.
So go for it. Throw your tools up, and then we'll get on to our guest. He's over here. He's over here biting his nails.
I got the new Dent Reaper tabs.
I have not
in
used
blue.
them yet either.
I haven't used them, but I bought them just because. I mean, this is the best tab on the market. And if you have a pit or a center you need to get up, this is they break, but I don't break many of them, and I use a slide hammer a lot with them. So
Josh is asking, can you add an extension? No.
No.
When you're working the top of the door, you really don't need an extension anyway
No.
if you're pushing that much. So
that handle will be great for the wheel well as well.
Bro, the handle's my favorite.
You know, because you'll be close to the tire. And
yeah.
That'll be, I'm going to buy that for sure. I picked up these stand liner. It's a set.
Okay.
And it's like the universal door tool, but it's a smaller 5/16 set. And I don't know if I could get this in camera, but the handle is offset to the tip of the tool. Does that make sense?
Hold up. I got to say something. Congratulations, Corey. Your whole world is going to change, my friend.
Why?
He's having a baby.
Oh, yeah. A little girl.
Congratulations.
Congrats, Corey.
Kevin Bird, I've been sitting out here holding a crab cake waiting for you to show up at the shop, and you just stood me up. Go ahead.
But I bought these for like Toyota quarter panel where you take the trim off.
Yeah.
And I haven't found one. Like I could go like 2 holes to the right or left and get right where I need to. But it doesn't bend the hole up bad. And the tip is like that universal. So like one side's real soft and the other side's sharp. So I could literally just, if I want a sharp push, I put the right bend in and then I put the other one in for the sharp.
Okay.
You know, and it works. There hasn't been one dent in a quarter panel that I haven't been able to fix or get to with this stand liner set. So
that's cool.
It is, in my opinion, it's probably my favorite hand tools they have right now. So
I got some stand liners I bought last year still sitting in the back of my truck I've never used.
You don't use them? That's your loss, bro.
They'll be brand new.
I'll be honest. Like I have a lot of stand liner tools, and there's like 6 of them I use mainly.
Yeah.
You know, the swords one.
Shout out
Dent
to
Demon.
Derek for the dope hat. I saw him at
Nice.
MTE. He was like, I was like, man, I got to get one of your hats. He's like, let me go get one. We'll catch up in a little while. And we never did, and they mailed it to me. So shout out to Kessler. Sick ass dent hat.
That is
and
a
then
good hat.
I do have to get one
It
more.
ain't a Manny's PDR hat, but
One more shout out. One of my wheels fell off my Carbon Tech hood stand, and I reached out to Jesse, and I said, "Hey, any way that I could buy some of these wheels?" And he's like, "Why? What happened?" And like, it's an older Carbon Tech, and the bearings fell out of one of them. So he's like, "No way, it's under warranty. I'll mail you a set of wheels." Okay, I said, "Let me buy something, right? Let me pay for the shipping or whatever." He's like, "No way, no way." Ships me the wheels. We can't get the old wheels out of the studs of the legs, so we're fighting them. We are fighting them because the piece that you put the wrench on is broken off the stud, so it just spins, right? And we're pulling, and we pull the whole like bung out of the bottom of the leg. So I reach out to Jesse. I'm like, "Hey, how do we fix this?" And he goes, "Looks like I'm mailing you a set of legs." Overnighted me a set of legs from California, bro. Customer service
Wow.
wins every time. Unbelievable customer service from Carbon Tech. So shout out to those boys over there. I appreciate it.
Did you check out his new light stand?
Yeah, it's the sickest thing on the market, bro.
It is
Game
like,
changer.
I'm buying it. I don't want to. I'm gonna buy it when it's not on back order, but
Bro, I mean,
I'm definitely buying that light.
My
stand.
problem, right? Like I was in the first run of buying the 2MB1 carts, right? Like I'm all about it. I love the way it looks. It looks professional. It does a great job. I have 4 hail light stands. I don't need another one, right?
No.
And when you get to a point when you have expenses coming out all over the place, you kind of have to prioritize what you buy, right?
Yep.
So
it's
amazing. It's an amazing light stand. I just don't need it right now.
Yeah.
But goddamn, he thought of everything, man.
Yeah, it does. I'm definitely gonna buy it as a mobile tech. It's
100%.
It's gonna be good because
I like how it works all the way down.
Yeah, and like you could have like a route guy set up. Did you see that video he made?
Yeah, the
he had
shorter.
one at MT. I'm like, that's perfect. And if I ever do a hail car, I can extend it. And
it's a great
idea. Good.
The way it holds the battery. That's my fight with all these. And you tool manufacturers, if you're watching this, you know, like James Lee's. I don't know if it's it's a Medusa. It's got a bracket, but I don't know what the hell stand that bracket fits on.
The Ultra stand.
Somebody needs to make a bracket that'll work on all the hail light stands, right? And Todd came out with that to where that bracket will hold that on there. It's fantastic, man. He killed awesome. You could sell some of your old light stands. Look at Josh. Problem solving, Josh. Josh is problem solving. Thank you. It's going to cost, I'll sell you 2 light stands. It's going to be $1,700.
If you look up an old light stand, like that's been out for years from Ultra, it's still like $400, $500 just for the stand.
Bro, I think
Pro
PDR
it's crazy.
I mean, my hated company, PDR. Pro PDR.
I've never had one of their lights.
You're lucky. Your truck may catch on fire. No. And that new James Lee light is badass, by the way. I bought the James Lee light.
Bought that.
And I bought the Stucky light.
That is a good light. I have the Stucky light too.
So
I do. You know what? The Stucky light, I really like the black stripe on it, like the old Dent Wizard stripe. Mm-hmm. I did lines forever, and I really like that.
Yep.
As like a fog strip, or it clicks with my brain, you know.
There was some really good stuff there. There really was. There was some good innovation.
Did you see the new Kratos tools?
Yeah, I saw they left with a whole rack full of them.
Yeah, right. They're like sold out.
I
This is
did.
the small one, but it's a
I think that's the
straight with a
most useful one.
45. I don't know, man. I've been using the big one every day, and I'll bend it. Or he made them. A1 made them bendable. So see how it's a little kinked right here.
Yeah.
They're like bendable, like John's 3/8 soft tip set for his
Okay.
dollies. So they bend really nice and they don't move once you bend them. But this big one for like bedsides
Look how clear
and
your camera is tonight.
well,
What's up with that?
it's a canyon, dude.
Jeez. Look at this guy.
James James gave me some tips. But
Look at that.
yeah, these like if you could buy the whole set 3 or you could buy each one individually. I would say the big one is the long one. I think it's like 30 something inches. It's over 30 inches, but it pushes so clean.
I'm sure just like the regular Kratos. The Kratos
Corey
works great.
Nichols called me and he was like, dude, these are amazing. And he was calling them like a soft tip pick,
Makes
if I
sense.
remember right. And he loves them, so he does a lot of hail, so maybe a lot of hail guys will dig them. I did a whole hail fender on a 23 Toyota the other day with this big one because, like, if you take the plastic trim off of a Tundra, the new ones,
Yeah.
there's these big slots, and you could literally just get all over the whole fender, basically from the top.
Really.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Man, we've got some Volkswagens at the shop from I don't know where,
What's up, John?
and they are destroyed, bro. If anybody's a
Yeah.
hail guy and they're looking for some couple extra bucks, come to Baltimore because we got them. The estimates right now are like 20 grand,
Call John Yeager.
but they are smoked, bro. They are destroyed. I mean, there was another company that wrote it, and the roof's like $4,200. I don't even know how they got approved for it.
Really?
So I don't care, don't know. I went right off their estimate and rocked and rolled. But what else you got over there?
I got one more. I forgot who I was talking to. Forgot his name, but he was a really cool dude. He's in a like Dents,
Okay.
Danny's Market.
Yeah.
Connecticut, right?
Yep.
He's over there. I gotta figure out. I forgot his name, but he showed me Peter's long blending
VIP.
hammer. I think it's like 26 inches. And I went up to Peter. I was like, "Hey, I need this hammer." And I was gonna buy one, and he swapped it out. But I was like, "Why are you swapping it out?" And he had a version with the. Can you see it?
Hold on.
The
Dab. That's funny.
Yeah. He had that version, and he was like, "You need this one." I was like, "Well, I'm not even in that.
That's
I'm
funny.
not cool enough to be in Kevin Bird's private group." But this blending hammer is awesome. It's super light, and I know Matt had a telescoping one.
Yeah.
But the last telescoping hammer I bought was from well, I probably shouldn't say, but it broke, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm scared of like the telescoping hammers. I wanted a solid one that's light, that's real long.
Was that your
And
Metal-Matic one?
That was the Metal-Matic one, yeah. It was. I've had a few hammers break from him, so I'm a little worried, you know?
I think telescoping hammers scare me because I feel like you're going to lose something in the transfer of the vibration.
Yeah, I mean, I bought it. It's right here, and it's never left this room. You know what I mean? It sticks. It doesn't go in. It's not the. It's just not it, you know. But when I was with Bryce Kelly training, he had the old John Hiley tactical hammer that wasn't telescoping, but you could add and make it super long.
I remember that.
Right? And you can't get that hammer anymore. But you could add to it and make it 30 inches or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's a great hammer. Like he's back. He should definitely come out with a hammer again. But this is the next best thing to that tactical hammer. So,
That's cool.
Good job, Peter.
Well,
and the lava tip.
Oh, how do you like that?
Dude, Corey Nichols put me onto this tip, and I'm going to say it just like he did. He was like, this tip does not miss. It doesn't miss. It is the best blending tip, in my opinion. But last 2 year, 2024 MTE, he was like, you have this? He's like, no. And he bought it for me. It was like $10. And I bought 3 of them this year when I was at Really Quick's booth. You don't have them?
I don't have cool friends that buy me things.
Yeah.
Actually, you did buy me. You bought me a flat bar one year.
Well, what year? What flat bar?
When you went to Vegas, you got it from CarePoint.
Oh, the CarePoint one? Yeah.
I mean, it was like aged wine, like some really good aged cheese because you kept it for like 6 months.
I did not. I know. I did not.
It's like some really good red wine.
I procrastinated in that like crazy.
It's funny.
Oh man,
it's just like you getting your flight in your hotel room for MT.
Yeah. I mean, that's the problem being ADD. I'm definitely ADD. So
no, you're special. You're special.
Yeah, I'm on the spectrum, Ryan. It's all right.
Yes, you are.
It's called the lava lamp.
Yeah.
Lava tip. Corey says he'll buy you one.
He's not buying me shit. He's gonna have a baby. He better just sit down and relax.
He's gonna buy you one.
Let's get on our guest. I feel bad for this guy. He's over here, got one eye shut. He's struggling. You ready?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Bring him on.
Oh shit. Let's see here. Bear with me.
Jared probably did fall asleep.
He did. He's over there sleeping. I can see him. I'm just giving him a minute to wake himself up. What's up, Jared?
Oh, sorry, guys.
I'm glad our show was entertaining you.
Had a couple bourbons while you guys were chatting about your scores.
That's because we were talking about CarePoint flat bars. That's why you were falling asleep.
Wrong flat bar. I'm a little biased, but
oh yeah. What tools did you get from an MT?
Man, I brought a bunch of stuff, but
CarePoint flat bar.
No, did not buy a CarePoint flat bar. I'll pick and choose a couple of things. You guys brought up Metal Medic and pushing with these little like the 3D printed tips.
Yep.
Oh shit, I lost him. There he is.
It's all right.
Okay.
Those things pushed really good. They surprised me. So super
are they like
clean.
Soft or are they hard?
It's kind of in between, kind of like the Black Magic tips.
Okay.
They're like the Black Magic, but different color.
Yeah. But they're full on. You like thread them on. They're full tip, not not like a cap. But they were awesome. And then, I mean, every show I go to, I buy one of these little Pee-wee tips.
Oh yeah, I bought
every show.
I stock those at the shop. Remember, you were trying to steal a bunch of my shit when you.
Yeah, I was trying to steal some when I was there. I was like, can I have this?
Yeah, it's like every time I go, I get one or two of them because they're like the best. I think like
they are. The match grade one from Anson. That's the match grade one. Like I love the big one on a blending hammer, and I love all 3 of them.
Yeah, but before you go like metal, that's like
that
Yeah.
Pee
The
Wee.
closest thing to metal. It keeps it clean.
Yeah.
So awesome.
Well,
Help support kind of the new guy. Got this Dent Vision
okay.
paddle. I don't kind of like you were saying the extendable. I didn't really like the feel of the extendable, but like this thing felt solid. I put the Kiko tips on it, which are also killer.
Do you use a paddle? Are you a paddle guy?
Sometimes. I'm like 50-50. Yeah.
Yeah.
The last
I like how quiet it is.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say.
But yeah, it like I would say it more like drives the metal down than like if you need to be precise and get something sharp down, then I need something harder like a wood hit.
Yeah.
But it'll drive the metal down. And it's quiet. It's nice to work with. It feels good. So
I can't get rid of or get away from like metal on metal knocking down, and it's super loud. People hate me every time I'm knocking down, but like it works faster in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, it's different. Like I said, it's more of like it drives the whole area down. It's not as concentrated, but like I said, I felt both, and regardless, like I wanted to kind of support his.
Yeah, he's super nice.
He's super nice.
New venture, so got that, and I've liked it.
His knockdown I use a lot,
and I actually don't have that. I feel like I like the knockdown, like it's just a solid knockdown. But
I bought his knockdown when it first came out because everyone was like making videos of it, and I didn't use it for like 3 months, 4 months. I was like, this ain't it. You know what I mean? Like this is a gimmick. You know, it's not. It works. Like I would never use it with like a sharp or the Pee Wee or like a metal knockdown. I would never use it with that, but I use it with like the Peak tip from Anson, and I put the ultra red cap on it instead of like the yellow cap. Okay. I've used the yellow cap from Anson too, but that ultra red cap, it's like a skinny. He made it for his knockdown.
Yeah,
but I put that soft tip on it, and it's super precise.
Do you have the first version? Because I think he's on to version 3 now.
I have the I don't know, to be honest. It's all aluminum. There's no like color to it.
Yeah,
it's aluminum.
I know he's kind of
carbon fiber.
Gone through a couple versions to like isolate how much like variation there is in it. How much
Nick is in here.
That paddle is. I like that it's quiet.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It absorbs a lot of the sound.
It has a good like weight to it.
Exactly. It's balanced. Mine is telescopic, but I usually keep it mostly short. But it does have a good weight, you know.
Ryan's a paddle guy, so
I am.
He would know.
My favorite of all time is a Grimes.
Yeah,
Grimes knives.
That's
probably.
I used Scott Grimes paddle for like 3 years, and when I couldn't get it anymore, I went back to a hammer.
It's the best paddle ever made. I'll cry when it goes, you know. But
Dave Stream needs to make that again.
He really does, and he would sell the shit out of them.
Oh yeah.
Don't change anything. Leave it just like it is.
Yep. But weren't they handmade?
Yeah. So Scott was a knife maker.
Yeah.
And it's made out of Kydex. So.
Yeah.
But man, let me tell you, in between that and that other paddle is just, they work really well together.
I mean, I don't know when he stopped making, but like, COVID, a bunch of materials, the prices just went up. So doubled, tripled. So
yeah. Well, Scott Grimes passed away.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So that's why they're not made anymore. But
yeah. And then I was on the search for telescoping hammers, and like you said, Alex, like just none of them none of them felt right. So I ended up doing this like fast PDR, whatever they're.
That
kinda
is a
long, solid.
fantastic blending hammer.
I've
Is that a screw
I've
on
loved
end
it.
or is
Who
it
makes
one
that?
piece? Fast
Fast
PDR?
PDR. It's like 22 or so inches.
Is that the one you were telling me about that you bought?
Yeah, it's pretty heavy. Like on the head, you won't want to use it on like a real light panel, but it's fantastic. It has really good balance for how long it
Who
is.
is Fast PDR?
They've
They're
been
out
around for a
of
while.
Brazil.
Brazil. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I mean, I've really liked it. I forgot what it cost, like $1.60, $1.80, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have the
really
wooden
good.
shaft one with all the different tips.
Yeah, I have
I
that one.
bought that a couple years ago. They're well made. It's a nice hammer.
Yeah, and it just feels rock solid, like
Yeah.
really, really well made. So, but
Yeah,
then
that's does that guy make a hammer that comes in like a box with like extra tips on it?
yeah, I think that's
Okay.
what
The one I
Ryan
have.
said.
I paid that. I PayPal'd that guy a year ago and never got my hammer.
You're thinking of a different blending hammer. You're thinking of the Brazil guy that it comes in like an MDF case. And then
Yes.
the fast PDR
And
is in a wooden case, but it's
Oh,
totally
yeah.
different. It's different. You're thinking it's got
Okay.
a flat handle.
You know who
That's-
I'm talking about? Like I've talked to multiple people that
Yeah.
like never got their hammer and he's like, "Oh, I shipped it." I messaged him, I shipped
The
it.
best hammer.
Yeah.
That's what it's called.
Yeah,
The best hammer?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's not the best if it doesn't ever get in my hands.
My problem with that hammer, with the best hammer, is the finish of the handle was all over my hand. It took like 2 weeks to get it off.
Okay.
I was using alcohol, and the alcohol must have just taken the stain, so the stain just stayed.
Yeah.
Like my hand was like, looked like I was playing with Raisinets.
Oh wow. Michael Ace Fiato.
Yeah.
Did I say it right? He turned me onto the hammer, and he says it's super accurate. Like some of the tips,
That
it is
that
good.
fast PDR hammer is very similar.
yeah.
Okay.
I've ordered a bunch of stuff from Fast. Actually, I laid a tool out here somewhere that, like, because Fast PDR, I don't think it's like much play at all, but they have this tool that they call a sword,
Your guitar fingers.
and it's like, it's spring steel. It's probably got like an 1.5 inch kick on it, and
That's
it's got
the mini sword.
Yeah, I mean, it's nowhere near like a Stanliner sword. Like, it's bendable. It's spring steel. You know,
Who makes that?
Fast PDR. But what's nice is you can feed it through a hole that you can't get like a whale tail through.
I thought that was a
And it just
Stanliner
has
tool.
so much drive. Like, once you bend it, it doesn't lose anything in the twist drive hardly. And these things are just awesome. It's probably one of my favorite tools.
It's just a shave tool.
Yeah.
I didn't.
It's probably
So they
a hair thicker than a Dentcraft, but like almost the same feel as a Dentcraft whale tail. But these things they're awesome.
Did you get that MT?
They had the sharp ones at MT, but
Oh, okay.
I did not see this one, like the rounded.
So when you
rounded
bend
tip.
that,
It'll
it
keep
doesn't
the
move?
bend, but it really doesn't lose any drive when you're
Okay.
twisting it.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean
I'm gonna have to try
they're
those.
fantastic.
I wonder if it's forged.
It probably
I'm not
is.
sure if they're forged or if it's just spring steel, but they're thicker than the Dentcraft, so
That makes sense.
it might just have like a little more drive because of the.
Does Dentcraft make
Yeah.
spring steel well tails?
I think that's what all their
That's
whale
what it
tails are.
is.
Yeah,
They are.
Yeah.
so you can like bend them
Yeah.
laterally, but when you twist them, they still hold
Yeah.
most of the drive. So.
Let's get into you a little bit. How long you been pushing?
Oh, I got a weird story. So I've been in body shops
Don't
since
we all?
since '01, and didn't really think much about PDR until, well, I'm in Arizona like Alex. So 2010, we got a crazy hailstorm out here, and that's really when I got exposed to it. So started dabbling, got some PDR like training DVDs at that time.
Hell yeah.
From who?
Tom Price ones, I think.
Okay.
I think a couple of them, but I think Tom Price.
Tom Price.
And started dabbling, did a lot of like push to paint or freebie door dings in the body shop. And then I didn't start my PDR company until 2020.
Okay.
So now I'd like to say full-time PDR, but I do a little bit of body and paint if I have to, like here and there to fill the void. So
I knew you were painting all those smashes.
yeah. No, so I've seen other stuff out there where like if I paint something, I specifically say that I paint something. Sometimes I see some shit where it's like it's claimed as PDR, but you see like tape behind the hole with tape over it. Like, that's not PDR. Like don't claim it as PDR, but
Oh shit.
No,
That's funny, Jared.
if I PDR something, it's PDR'd, and if I paint something, which is rare but does happen, like I will specifically point out that it was painted.
Are you painting like out of your truck? Or are you painting like at a body shop?
So
Or
I have a shop. I have a
Okay.
storefront.
Okay.
So it's small. It's 2,000 square foot. It's just me, and then either
Hold on.
sometimes. What's up?
Josh brought up can you pull up the comment? Josh's last comment, the last comment in there.
No, I got it.
So I gave Jared this job, and
Mother effer.
this guy found me, came to my
Alex
Toyota
would say
store.
the difference.
Came to my Toyota store. The service director was like, "Alex, this guy's weird. I don't want his truck on my lot. It's on over $100,000 truck. Okay, I can't argue with him. You know what I mean? Like big smash retail, I bring to my Toyota dealership because they'll stay for more than one day, right?
Mhm.
And I said, Jared, you want this job? And he took it. I was like, I told you everything that happened at the Toyota store, and you could finish the rest of it.
Yeah. Sorry, MTE cough.
That's a bourbon cough.
So, well, both mixture. I mean, like Alex said, is pretty smashed up. So, via text, I kind of set expectations at 90-95%.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the repair went pretty well. I videoed it, with a light, with natural reflection, showing the orange peel, all that stuff. Well, him and his brother, whatever, something, come in and to pick it up. And first the guy has like a sun gun out, and he's like, oh, the color looks good. And I was like, well, I didn't paint anything. It was all. And he's like, oh, okay. Yeah. He's like, yeah, I do PDR too. I have a body shop. All right. So then they're looking at it, and he finds some like little imperfections where like the bumper was jammed into the bedside, like in that little groove on.
What, did it get hit in the rear and it kind of buckled the bedside in the corner?
Yeah.
It was the whole top to bottom of this dually.
Yeah.
In the rear.
On like a platinum 2024 Denali dually. So, I'm like, yeah, there's some little stuff in there. Like, it's like in the groove behind the bumper.
Mm-hmm.
And they start like yelling at each other, like whether they should pay for it, whether it's acceptable. And he's like, I don't know. Like, I don't even know if I should pay anything for this. And I'm in my shop all alone. You know, these two dudes are just fucking like, they're going at it, screaming, yelling. I'm like, I don't know what you guys want to do, but like, I told him like 95%. Like, if you're not happy, I don't want to like, what's fair? And he's like, he's trying to get like a crazy discount off of it. I'm like
nah, half, right?
Like, something like that. I don't even remember anymore, but we get to a point where it's like $400 off or $500 off. I'm like, just leave. And I ended up posting a video later, like showing the results, saying like, this is an unsatisfactory repair, you know,
what
like,
do you think?
Quote.
Yeah.
And the dude lost it. I mean,
he saw it online.
Yeah.
Days. Yeah, he saw it online.
Days and days of stuff. Because what I think it ended up being was, it was a customer's vehicle. They probably wrote for a bedside replacement
and got paid
body shop.
Yeah.
And he said, if you don't pull it down, like all this stuff, I'm going to sue you, all this. As you prove you own the vehicle, and I'll take it down. Like, anything that ties your name to that VIN or license plate, I'll pull it down right now.
And he did
it. Do it. So he ended up writing me a 5-star review, and then dropped it eventually. But
he threatened to like give you a 1-star review, didn't he?
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna, like, I know so many people, and I'm gonna like burn your reputation to the ground and all this. I'm like,
have the day you deserve, my friend. That's what I would say.
Go for it, man.
Exactly. It's so funny because I just posted a video on Instagram, and I had this hail car in there, and the guy is like the nicest customer ever, but his truck was destroyed. He works in the oil yards. He's a big like engineer for the oil fields. So he would drive through the deserts, and it was a black truck, and I opened up the door, and the whole surround was tan dust. You would blow on it, and it was just. So I did a video about detailing on his car because we opened up the engine bay.
Yeah.
He commented on the video on Instagram.
What did he say?
He's just like, oh, you know, he's like, you're making me feel bad about my truck now, and blah, 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 blah. But he's like, I'm so happy. He left the nicest review on Google I've ever had.
Wow. Took
pictures in front of the location, posted it, wrote this crazy long review. But it was just funny how people are, you don't know when you post this shit, you don't know who's watching, right?
Oh yeah.
It just a mess. I'm sure it was. They got paid for a new bedside, and it's somebody else's car.
Yep.
And they were worried about getting like an insurance fraud thing, and it just turned into a mess. I mean, it was not 100%. It was. What
did you learn from this?
It was a good repair.
Dude,
though.
I don't even know. Like, honestly, how many people
take retail from Alex?
Yeah, well, I learned that. But like, honestly, how many people like check ownership to like
nobody?
No, and that was
how many
really
cars I
all
get that
it
are rentals. We just did a rental on Friday. Like, it's a rental car.
Yeah.
So, you know, I think sometimes, and we all do it, you know, we're all in the business of trying to make money and hustle. And sometimes I think we need to learn to fire customers faster.
Yeah.
Right. Like I had one today. Perfect example. Window tint guy comes in, do a window tint, talks to Noah, and he looks at Noah and he goes, if I'm not happy with the install, I'm just never going to come back. Who says that? We haven't even touched your car, dude. Who says that? Right?
Yeah.
It's the craziest thing ever. Just people are just, and this is a really weird time in the world right now. So people are just off their rockers, man.
Well, I think before the show, I was telling you, yeah, dude, just today,
I feel like
me about He had like a 2019 Malibu or Impala, something like that he just bought. So he said he didn't have insurance on it yet. And he said somebody tried to steal his truck the first night he had it, backed into it. So it's like the whole side of the car, like both doors and the quarter panel, didn't break paint, but smashed in. I tell him, like, just based on pictures, probably $4,000 is the self-pay.
Mhm.
And he ends up getting all pissy at me, like, I figured $400, max on just taking the dents out.
Jesus.
Shop around, man. Good luck.
For $400.
Dude,
Yeah. 3
Arizona's
totals on a
different.
silver car. Like,
Arizona is a lot different than Maryland market. It's different,
crazy.
right?
I mean, but
It is.
I really think if all you guys kind of got together,
well, that is never going to happen. That is never going to happen.
Well,
It's
it's
not.
like, I mean, I priced it what I think is pretty close to right.
It's not.
but
Do you know why?
like,
Because you have and Jared will agree with me. You have a bunch of 50-year-old dent guys here doing $1,000 dents for $300 because they're slow. And
Well,
they're good.
or-
They're not hacks, dude. A few of them are good dent guys. And they are going around our market. Like the valley of Arizona, I can get to way past Jared's shop to Apache Junction.
what is Sean saying?
I don't know.
Oh shit!
He did this to our show once
just fucking
before. He did this to our show once before. Just ignore
Oh
him.
shit! That's funny.
Well,
Oh,
then
man.
you're, like Alex is saying, you're competing with body shops. So yesterday, I quoted a self-pay quarter panel at $1,200, and he had a body shop quote for $600. And I said, like I've been in the body and paint shop industry for 25 years. Like, this is a $3,000 conventional repair. Like, you're not going to get the same result for a fifth the price as what everyone else is. It will look worse. And he was like, how could they possibly make it look worse? I'm like, they can. Like, don't expect $3,000 results for $600. But like, it's hard to compete with that of like, you want me to push your dent out for $1,200 when somebody says they're going to body work and paint it for $600.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And
you're not
they have
going
all 5-star reviews, but there's only 8 of them.
Yeah, there's
And
some
his whole
really,
family.
Yeah, that's
Ryan, there's some-
exactly what I told him.
really good body shops in Arizona, but like every good body shop has a good dent guy, and they're super territorial over it. Like, Dave has a few, Jared has a few. Freaking, there's one dent guy is a good dent guy. I'm not going to name his name, but he Jared went into this guy's body shop, right? And me and this guy don't get on a call. They called him.
Yeah.
And me and this dent guy don't get along, right? You know who it is, but I'm not going to say his name.
I don't know. You got a pretty long list of guys you don't get along with, so I don't know which one it is.
That's not my problem.
Must be an Arizona thing,
dude. And someone in the body shop sent that guy a picture of Jared.
Hell yeah, I would have been like,
right, like, oh look, there's this guy here, right? Like one of the workers there sent a picture of Jared, and that guy calls Jared, and I was like, I just want to let you know I kicked Alex to the curb.
Hell yeah!
Don't think you're above that.
Hell yeah!
And I'm like, I hear this after the fact, you know what I mean? And I'm like, that's a crazy thing to say. Like, my dad owned a body shop for 31 years. If their number one dent guy doesn't come and they need a car out, they're calling another guy.
I mean, I think that happens anywhere, right?
It happens anywhere.
I mean,
that's my point. Like,
I don't have that problem as much, but
yeah.
But you always solve your
yeah,
body shop problem. If you like the shop, you get it done, right? I was
Yeah.
with you when you did
Yeah.
it. Like, you do not put them off because you don't want to give them opportunity to call another guy.
exactly.
That's the difference. You
That
know,
was the thing. It was like
you got good dent guys in
damage.
Arizona that think they're like, I don't know, cat's ass, however you want to say it.
Cat's ass. We are breaking it out tonight, like, cat's ass.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You do.
Holy shit.
That was the thing, was like, you know, they're trying to get rid of that car that day, and it was shop damage, and like, I don't know what's going on, you know, like, they need something done. I've got time to fix it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Why
fix
wouldn't
it.
you? Yeah, hell yeah. Did you fix it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Have they called you back since?
Yes.
Yep. So.
Hell yeah.
I don't know, dude. That's
I have one on same type
I'm
of story.
Sorry, guys.
There's a Caliber Collision that I did work for forever since they opened, and I haven't been there in a while. I'm like, man, that's weird. But a lot of the body shops here, their business is changing. Some of the shops are slow. They're keeping it all. They're not really PDRing it, or they're just giving my card out. Just go see Ryan, you know. But the management's changed there like 57 times. That's what I told my wife. I was like, she's like, you haven't been there in a while. And I was like, there's been 50 managers in there. I can't go every time a manager changes. Like, it's just. So I get a call from a big regional manager, and he's like, hey, you haven't been. He's like, you do Essex? And I'm like, I used to, but I haven't. He's like, I need your help. I'm like, okay. So I go over there, and it's these busted Volkswagens with hail, $20,000 a pop. They've been sitting on since October from this other dent company. And he's like, can you do them? I'm like, tell them to my shop. I'll get them done.
Yeah.
But same concept, right? Like, I lost contact of the people there that I know. Somebody else was in there, you know, and you go in and you save the day. When I'm done with these cars, we'll get it back.
I just had a guy that I knew from like working at a body shop. He is a estimator, worked at this body shop, and then when they got bought out, he moved to literally 100 feet away to a mechanical shop owned by the same people. But when they changed ownership, they said they don't do hail damage anymore because there's not enough margins in it. So his personal vehicle got hail damaged out of state, and he brought it to them to write an estimate. And they said, "No, we don't do hail claims. Like, this corporation doesn't do hail claims." So I ended up fixing his truck like through me, but I probably would have done the sublet work for that body shop if not for them saying that they don't get enough margin on those jobs.
Yeah.
I mean, he worked there. He knew 95% of the people that were there, like, and they just said, nope, we don't do them.
I think that's some of the way the market's going to keep going.
Yeah.
Certainly with hail. You know what I mean? It's just shops it's holding the bay up for a couple days. They're not making what they should. They have to use PDR, and they're just like, fuck this. I'm not
but like, so I ran a body shop. I've ran a couple body shops, and in my opinion, like, when I ran them, that's ideal because like you don't have any touch time on it.
Nope.
So you're making,
in and out,
say, a 20% margin plus the R&Is, any refinish, and you have minimal touch time on the thing.
Yep.
Right? You get,
and there's ways to make money.
to $2,000 on scans and calibrations.
Yep.
Just for housing the thing and subletting. Like,
there's money to be made. Some of these shops don't know how to make money, man. You look at it, you're like, what are you doing?
Yeah. I just replaced the bumper on a 24 Audi. Just the recalibration on the thing cost was $1,100.
It's freaking crazy.
Wow.
And it's like, So you make markup on that for just a sublet operation that needs to be done. And it's like, you don't even have touch time in it.
No.
So
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, Brian is the best when it comes to like relationships with like a body shop owner or
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Oh. I do okay.
He is like I feel like I'm pretty good at it, but when I went to hang out with Ryan in Maryland, I was just like, dang.
Yeah.
But you got some years on me.
A little
I
bit.
feel like I don't like
You got some
people
years
enough
on
to
me.
do it.
Yeah, that's why you got your own shop right away.
I'm really good at faking it. That's what my wife says. She's like, I don't know if I could do your job. You're really good at faking it, you know.
You're a people person.
Yeah, I think a lot
That's
of it
the
is
thing.
that. And
You're a people person.
it's weird because sometimes I'll go in a shop and I'm like, we're never gonna get along. Fucking guy's an asshole.
And then you make it work.
And then we're the best friends.
Yep.
You know, it's like a love story. You know, it's crazy.
You're like a rom-com.
When I walk into a new shop or something and there's like, dude, happened to me today. I got a new Nissan dealership, right? And it's hot today. It was like 86 degrees here. And
sorry.
Yeah, well, hey, like it was hot.
Fucking snow on the ground.
It was hot. You know, it's gonna get a lot hotter here, but it was 86 degrees, right? I didn't want to work in the sun. That's all I'm saying. And I went to detail, and there's 0 cars in detail. There's literally 7 bays in this detail area. And I go up to this old guy.
Out of business.
I find out he's 60 years old. All right. Dominican Republic guy. And I go, hey, can I use one of these bays? And he looks at me like this. And he throws his hands up. Like, well, you could use this one in the middle. I'm like, okay. Dude, by the end of the day, today, I left work at like 5:20, right? I was rushing to get here to do this show. This
at
guy
5:20, you were rushing to get here to get to what? What time is it at 5:20 here? 7?
No. At 7. At 7 we do the show. So if I get home, it takes me probably 30-40 minutes to get home. So like I got home at like 6:10. Right.
Okay.
You know.
I see what you're saying.
I was rushing.
So our time's pretty close to the same.
Yeah. But like, dude, this guy was my best friend by the end of the day. Because you know what I mean? They were slow and just me talking to him. He was my best friend. He's like, I want your car. I'm going to give everyone in my family your car. I'm going to get you a lot of business. And
all these 87 Altimas.
Guys.
You're going to be great with this.
I got all these Altimas for you to fix, Alex. You know?
$50 a pop, Alex.
And a box of chicken.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah, dude. I got to tell you, man, I'd rather work on a Toyota any day than a Nissan. I'll say that, dude. Nissan suck.
Yeah. You know it's going to suck because I got a GTR
props
in the shop.
Mad props to all the Dent Olympics guys because that Nissan metal sucks, dude.
I got a GTR sitting at the shop, fully PPF'd. He took it to the dealer. They were putting a battery in it. Pulled the battery up out with the little shitty plastic handle on the battery. And the strap broke. Came down, smashed a fender right behind the headlight.
Oh my gosh.
Right? Smacked the top of the body line. It's like a crease run right through. It's like this long, lumpy. It's in the brace behind the headlight.
Nice. I've got on Monday a sight unseen, freshly restored from a custom shop, a OBS like Chevy.
Hell yeah.
That needs to be at a car show this coming weekend. And the whole thing was PPF'd, and he ran it into a 2-post lift on the roof.
No way.
Hell yeah. Fun.
So it's like fantastic. Don't know what it is, but they said the PPF saved the paint, so fix the roof.
Put that on make a video of that one.
Yeah. We'll see.
What year is it?
I don't even know. All I was told is it's an
Oh.
OBS truck. It's for like a car show circuit, and
okay.
they need it done Monday.
That's cool.
So it'll be interesting.
Ryan used to build cars for SEMA.
I did back in the day.
Hell yeah.
And I was like, it's time for you to grow up, son. Let's do something.
Did you make any money doing that for Honda? No.
We didn't travel. We didn't pay to travel. I mean, I literally would fly out Thursday night, land, do a show, Friday, get set up, do the show Friday, get on a plane Saturday morning, fly somewhere else, get off the plane, go straight to the show, do the show with another car, Sunday, fly home.
Wow.
And I did that for years.
And they paid for all that.
They pay for the hotels and the either them or other sponsors, you know.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, man, it was brutal.
You got the party with Coolio, though.
We did.
That was a cool story.
Of them.
Yeah.
We spent a lot of time with a lot of people.
That's awesome.
It was the life.
That was
the building side of SEMA cars, but those are always just like a cluster F of like short notice. Yeah. Gotta get it show ready. And
I mean, we were in the parking lot one year
days
with our rental car. We're in the front door of SEMA. Like when you come up to everywhere everybody goes in, and the cars are lined up there. And we had our headlights on all of our minivans from the rental car company, and we're still building the car in the fucking parking lot. Polk Audio had to finish the boxes and mail them FedEx to SEMA the day before. Bro, every year it was some shit. We were building stuff every year. Every year.
That sounds fun, though.
That's great. It's not, I don't know.
Like experience. I mean, you were what, in your early 20s when you were doing that? So younger than me and you, Jared.
It got me here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It got me to where I am today. That's the only reason the business does as well as it does, is because of all that shit. So
it's probably why you're such a people person.
Probably. I learned that.
Yeah.
Had to be. Yeah. They were like, you've got to leave. It's 9 o'clock. Everyone leaves at 9. You're like, we just got a couple more minutes, and then you're there till 2 in the morning.
And I'm like, can you just roll it out front so we can finish this up?
Yeah.
They're like, the fire marshal's coming through. I'm like, I don't care. I'm with Honda. Just give me, I'll put it in there tomorrow morning. I'll be here before you get here.
Yeah. It'll be fine.
Here's 300. Can you just fucking be quiet?
That's funny, dude.
Oh, man. There was some crazy shit. Even before, like, getting it, I remember at Polk Audio headquarters, they had a big wakeboard boat. They were doing this marine line, and we were working on my car. And I remember, I think I wore the same pair of socks for like 3 days straight. Like, we just did not sleep, right? And I'm sleeping in the bottom of this boat just to sleep, just to get like 2 hours of sleep, because we would go days with no sleep, dude.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That was the days, man. Let me tell you, if I could go back in 1 second, man.
Huh?
It was great, dude.
You do it again.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
That's experience, dude.
So,
dude, like people, like kids. My brother can do dents. Like in 4 months, can do dents.
We got to give a shout out, Jesse. You guys fucking killed it on that video
that PDR text?
Yes, you guys killed it.
That shit was awesome, man.
That was a good video, man.
The best
good
ever. Video. So
no one's even gonna try that.
Nope, they can't.
No one's even gonna try that, dude.
They killed it.
Right? They did kill it.
So, well, look, guys, my old ass is getting tired. Got to be out of here at 5 tomorrow. So, Jared, I do appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
This has been a good kind of chill.
Good show.
It was. It was a really good show.
Good show.
You came out. We didn't even talk about your tool, so let's talk about that for 1 minute.
I got it. You got it?
Quick.
I didn't.
Quick tool.
Did you get it yet, Ryan?
No.
You didn't get it?
So, probably tomorrow. I was checking, but yeah. If you check out abetterrepair.com, I I make a couple flat bars. This is the short 20-inch version. And yeah, throw a tactical handle like right onto one end or a interchangeable tip. But they're all stainless and TIG welded. And then
that's pretty nice.
Oh, you'll love it, Ryan.
So I was kind of, when I made them, I started doing them as like a body tech and then refined them as a PDR tech, but they're stainless. I was just trying to fill that void between like a really stiff flat bar and like at the time a care point that was really soft. And I made them kind of with the kick for like a Grand Cherokee, or Challenger body line. And then like you can throw the handle up top this way so that you can get down like eye level with the dent instead of your arm being, way outreached up here and your shoulders pushing. Huge. So you have like a really easy like shoulder height push.
Oh shit.
So hopefully you like it.
Do you have a slider, right?
You're a flat bar guy. So
do you have your slider on there?
No, I don't.
I don't.
In my van.
I'll be honest, Jared. I lost mine, but it is a great thing to have. He has this slider,
just like a U with a
that can go anywhere.
18, so you can
put it right here in between the holes,
anywhere.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's like for challengers or like the Tiguans.
Yeah,
it is the tool I use for a Tiguan door body.
So the threaded holes 100. Are for mainly a handle?
No, so you can, like, if it's a truck, if you're reverse pushing, throw an extension and a tip on it and leverage off of the one end. Yeah. Or, it's pretty versatile. But the threaded holes are really for, trucks, lower bed sides.
Yeah.
By the taillights, by like a fender headlight.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
And then throw like a little 1.5-inch rubber ball on the threaded tip so you have a good fulcrum point.
This is the 30-inch one?
Yeah.
The bigger one.
Yeah, 30-inch.
So
that's a good idea.
I like the 30-inch one. What one does Ryan have?
30.
30, yeah.
Bendable or not
30's,
bendable?
30's the most common.
Yeah, it's bendable.
Yeah.
You can bend it.
I use the word bow, like, because if I need more arch in it, like I'll put it vertical and I'll put my body weight in it and throw like a bow in it instead of like a hard bend, because
so it's
like
the
very tip is bent with a 10-ton press.
What do you mean? Like this tip?
Like that, is bent with a 10-ton press.
Okay, so you don't want to bend this area.
No, it's fine. You probably
it's hard.
Bend it. But like if you need some bow to clear like a window frame,
I
put it vertical, straight up and down, and put my body weight on it, and you can get some bow out of it. But,
okay.
The holes on it, that intrigues me. I remember seeing Jim Mitchell with that a lot.
Yeah, Jim Mitchell was a big fan of this bar. But the Ram fenders and Ram Challenger fenders, or Challenger fenders, the tops of them, how they're flat, this bar just works great because of this. And you can go right up and you could fix the top of the fender.
I'm interested in that other bend end for like Cherokee body.
Yeah, so that's like kind of like a stand liner type thing. So it's about 3/4 of an inch wide with like a very slight radius. So like you can roll it and get like a 1/2-inch push, like roll push, and it pushes really clean. If you push straight on, it'll be pretty precise, or you can roll it and get like a little gradual body line roll. So
hell yeah.
It's polished, isn't it?
Yeah. And then usually, like if it's a deep dent, Challenger, Grand Cherokee, Tiguan, I'll do like 2 or 3 layers of tape, rough the dent out, and then you can take them off as you're trying to, dial it in.
Well, that's cool. That's cool.
It is definitely my go-to flat bar.
And where can they find that?
abetterrepair.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just right on your website, right?
Yep. Yeah. It's at the bottom of like the homepage. So.
Cool. Well, Jared, I appreciate you coming on.
Yeah.
We'll definitely have to bring you back on for another segment here.
Yeah. Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I know it ran a little longer than normal, so.
You've been on you've been on the Ginger Bros and the new one. What's the new one?
For being a brand new guy.
He's a pro.
No, he's been on the Smash Masters.
Smash Masters, yeah. I was on Toledo show, I think.
You were on Toledo's. You were trained by Toledo.
I did some advance with Toledo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at he's a pro.
Mike's a good dude.
You've been all over, man. You're a horror.
Yep. Try to be.
Nothing wrong with that. Hey, don't hate because hooking ain't for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, I didn't say it wasn't.
Just keep sending me those terrible jobs, Alex.
Right? Right? I'll keep sending you that stuff. Don't you worry. Shit. I'm just kidding. Thanks for coming on, dude.
Yeah, man. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, buddy. Have a great night.
Appreciate it. I appreciate your time.
See ya.
See you guys.
That was good.
Yeah, he's a good dude, man.
That was good.
We talk a lot.
I'm tired.
Right?
I am tired. Time to go, guys. Sorry it took us 3 weeks to get here. Life happens. Yeah.
It's been busy.
It was MT. I was sick, and then I went to Orlando. I mean,
so the first 2 weeks.
It's been 4 weeks since
we were going to do one the week we got back, and you were sick. We knew we couldn't do one the second week.
Sick. I had a colonoscopy. Hell yeah, I'm getting old.
Everything good?
Straight clean, baby.
Good.
Straight clean. So, guys, thanks for watching. It's been fun. I'll see you guys next week.
See you guys.
Bye. Keep it real.
Thanks for listening to Dent Digest. Be sure to subscribe wherever you heard this podcast so you never miss a future episode. For more information or to connect with your hosts, find them on social media at RPS Dent Specialist and at Arizona Paintless Dent Repair. If you found value in today's episode, please share with others. And until next time, this has